Yes, agreed, unity. But how well have the politicians come to hold the unity of Nigeria, our unity in diversity? How then have they come to hold them together? We remember the 2023 elections where in Lagos they say, yeah, if you are Igbo, you can do this, you can that. Is that a sign of unity in diversity? No. I had the opportunity of being in Ebonyi State so about 2 years ago for a movie shoot. One of the biggest chemists I saw there was owned by a Yoruba person. There's hardly any part of this country you go that you don't see Igbos, that you don't see Yorubas, that you don't see Hausas. This is how it's supposed to be. Not that we should be saying, no, this is an Igbo man, we don't want him here. This one is Yoruba man, we don't want him here. This Hausa, he should go up north. No. If we can really harness our diversities together, put them together, we are unbeatable.
All right, so we'd like to thank you so much, Mr. Tony. But before we let you guys answer, as a veteran and an elder, the Nigerian of your dreams in the next 64 years.
The next 64 years, well, difficult to predict. Given the kind of people we find in God that find their way to governance today. I repeat the language. Depending, you see, consider the kind of people that find their way to governance today. Not the kind of people that the people put to governance. If Nigerians can really have their choice of leaders and the seat of power, fine. I'm expecting to see a Nigeria that is that become the baby in the eyes of the whole world, the baby that everyone in the world want to behold. But if
a beautiful bride.
Yes, if we continue, if Nigeria continues to witness people that find their way to governance, I just very, very so much painfully tell Nigerians that, especially those in governance, that they should pray to God that the youth do not get up one day to ask for their future.
Well, hands on their pledge. Okay, we'd like to thank you so much. It's been very encouraging. You've spoken like an elder, a veteran, and somebody who saw it all, Albanese.
The words of our fathers.
Yes,
the words of wisdom. Only the wise.
Only the wise. All right, we'll drop the conversation. We're speaking with Elder Tony Ochiko, and he's spoken quite a lot. Moving forward, we'll take a break yet at this point. Is the Nigeria Independence Day a celebration? We'd like to thank you for your patience.
Thank you so
for your
much,
resilience and for your
doggedness.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Morning Ride. Stay with us. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate you, sir.
So much.
We'll do more together.
No problem, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
just centralize it. Beautiful.
All right, welcome back, and it's still the Independence Day special. And joining us on our next conversation is the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency on Community Newspapers, Prince Oromunu Pai. I'd like to welcome you to our studio this morning.
Good morning, Prince Joseph.
Good morning.
Yeah, Prince Joseph.
Good
Yes.
morning,
Welcome.
Daltons.
So
Good
quickly,
morning, Nigerians.
Prince, you are a very seasoned publisher, and you actually are the SSA to His Excellency on the community reportage. So far, the Nigerian story at 64. What's your own view moving forward?
From the
First of
publisher's
all,
angle.
I want to congratulate Daltons. I want to congratulate Nigerians on 64. It's not easy. Though we are not there yet where we are supposed to be, but still have a lot to celebrate. And without missing words, we have one thing that we have to celebrate together as Nigeria for being one nation. The unity, the peace, and the love that we have been operating on is something that we must celebrate. That, to me, that is the greatest achievement for Nigeria being as one. There are some nations that have not spent up to 64 years, they have already been divided. They have already been split, but Nigeria still remains one nation. So we have something good to celebrate. Having said that, we still have some milestones of achievement to equally celebrate. So, on the long run, congratulations to Nigerians.
Okay, let's go straight to the publisher's angle now. How far since 1960 till now, from your table, your stable, what has happened? What is the way forward, and what do you have?
Yeah,
Because we know when
Going
Nigeria got its independence, there were very few
Publishers.
You have papers like the Pylon,
Yes.
yes. Others are community based newspaper.
Yes.
Today, the role of the community newspapers in Nigeria has been a good one, in the sense that from the days of the colonial master up to now, the community newspapers have been playing their role, taking what government is doing to the people at the grassroots and taking the needs and wants of the grassroots to the government, so that the government will address their plight, which the community newspaper are known for. 64 years, the community newspaper, they are waxing strong. And in the next 10 to 15 years, I believe the role of the community newspaper will be more effective to the people at the grassroots. Because as we speak, the community newspaper are the bridge builder between the government and the people at the grassroots. DBS, for example, has been playing a great role.
Yes.
It's a local station that is serving the people at the grassroots. So they are doing well.
We've gone global.
Even though
we're serving both local and international.
Okay, good, but don't miss the point that the people at the grassroots still listen to you people.
Of course.
So you people are still serving the local and equally serving the international. But don't miss the point. The local are your main target. They are your main target. So I want to commend DBS for steering the ship up to now, and I urge the management to keep the tempo on. The local will continue to patronize you, and the international will continue to patronize you. But the local are the first point of call. Thank you.
So speaking from your angle, it means that what you've published, the newspapers that you've published, is focusing just or serving just the local communities.
Yes, that is the essence of it.
So what's captured there?
That is the essence of it. This, for example, this is Delta Guide. This is Isoko.
Mirror.
This is Ijo. This is Frontline.
Okay.
Then this is Ugeli. You can see all these are community newspapers.
Right.
magazines. Their purpose is just to give Delta more information about the grassroots.
Okay.
They don't deviate.
Oh, it's just Delta.
Yes,
Delta
grassroots.
story,
Yes, grassroots stories.
Okay.
What is happening in Ugara? You see it here. What is happening in Koko? What is happening in Buzo? What is happening in Obachuku? You will see there on national. They concentrate on the grassroots.
Wow.
Most of us don't have business with the national news. We have our business, our main target, our main objective, our main vision is the grassroots.
Okay.
Which school has not been renovated in Sapele? Which school has not been renovated in Ogara, in Koko, in Ogwachuku, in Buzo, in Agbo? Those are the things we, the community newspaper, will concentrate on.
Okay.
Drawing the government's attention to the needs and plight of the people at the grassroots. And without missing words, I will tell you that all these community tablets have been doing just fine.
Is it your hard copy or both soft copies?
Yeah, we have both soft copy and hard copy. And to add to it, the governor himself, the governor that is performing, the office of the senior special assistant has been in existence right from the time of Udwan, but it was SA, special assistant. Then when Okowa came on board, he equally maintained special assistant. But to the glory of God, when Governor Sheriff Oborowori came on board, the God sent, when he came on board, he now decided to up the office to senior special assistant and having me.
Well, you were in the last administration.
Yeah, as special assistant to the governor
on
community newspaper.
But today you have been upgraded.
I have been upgraded.
As
So
special
assistant to tell you the love the present Governor Sheriff Oborowori has for community newspaper.
Okay.
He doesn't play with community newspaper. He keeps telling me, my boy, please make sure you bring them together, you work with them, and see where a government can be of help to the local paper. That's not to say helping them, we are bribing them or influencing their report. No.
But you see, my SSA, I don't want it that keeps the tabloid moving.
Yeah.
It's advertorial.
Can keep it down.
Okay. It's an advert. Let them see. It's an advert.
It's advertorial.
Yes.
Because the number of campaigns that you have running in your magazine or your paper survives you. So how do you manage through?
Yes, you are very right. The adverts is the one driving these community papers.
Yeah.
And from the government angle, we do roll advert at every given time. Government advert. We give it to the community papers. So you can see this advert. This is the New Year advert. Okay. It was given to all the community papers in order to keep them afloat, and they are duly paid for.
Okay.
So those are part of the some of the incentive from our office to the community newspaper. And in addition, we equally do workshop, seminar training for the publishers on how to do better.
Okay, just
from our
before we
office.
let you go, because I know you have an engagement at the Senate.
And the senator.
Yes. What's your advice to Nigerians as we celebrate 64 years in just 1 minute?
First of all, I want to urge all Nigerians that we have to go back to the drawing board. Going back to the drawing board is that we should go back to God. We should commit Nigeria into the hands of God. Because there's a saying that what God cannot do does not exist. With God, all things are possible. And with God, Nigeria will get it right again. So Nigerians, I want you people to keep faith with God and continue to pray for God, because God has, in Delta State, has brought the Messiah, one of the Messiah of the state, which is about the person of Honorable Sheriff Oborowori.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
On the draw the curtain for this particular spot. When we come back, we're looking at our last spot for today. Nigeria
Yes, and we're going to celebrate.
64.
We have a cake.
Okay, you've already let the cat out.
Celebration.
But you people are
I
just
can't wait.
people are cutting us out now. We would have joined you.
Yes,
Yeah,
we got to
you
be.
are
Let's
here.
just hold on.
Please
Part
hold
of it.
on.
So we cut it together.
Together, yeah.
Because
Sure.
God is controlling Nigeria.
Thank you. All right. We'll cut it together. All right. We'll be wrapping it up for today, but not without a very last segment that has to do with the ICT world, because as of 64 years ago, Nigeria had not come up to that stream. And we are here where we are now with the ICT innovation. And so joining us are two ICT experts, and that Mr. Charles Hopefully, a technology expert from the University of Notre Dame, Indiana, United States. I'd like to welcome you to Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Welcome,
Happy
Mr.
Independence Day.
Yes, thank you so much. And Timothy, a testimony, Siagu, a founder, Robo for Kids Africa STEM initiative. I'd like to welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much for having
Welcome,
me.
Mr.
Happy Independence Day to Nigeria.
Yes, we had to make sure that we got this right. Rounding off with you with the Nigerian cake at 64. So I'd like to start with, hopefully quickly, you're in Nigeria for a few weeks. So far, so good. How have you found Nigeria as a country?
Wow. So, like you said, this is my first time in Nigeria. This is my first time in Africa as a whole. So, and this trip came about because I met Mr. Testimony when he was visiting the U.S. last year. And so he helped me arrange this, and it's been a fantastic trip so far. Very warm reception from everybody. Very, very comfortable stay. So I am very appreciative of just the hospitality in general of the Nigerians that I've met.
Yes. Before that, I was made to understand that you are also a media expert from the University of Notre Dame, Indiana. Can you just bring your wealth of experience into bear? What do you do at that point?
Oh, wow. So I'm not normally one to call myself an expert. I work in media. I have since 1996. So I've been there for a while. But there's always something to learn, right? There's always new technology. There's always more that you can do. But at the university, I do and have done a wide range of media work. I run audio for broadcasts when we do our sports broadcasts from time to time. I do audiovisual programming for our AV systems in our classrooms, helping to support teaching and learning. I run the Zoom application for the university. That's my main job from 9 to 5. And then I help out wherever I can. Sometimes I run camera in studios like this, whether the camera, audio, lighting. So I just kind of try to touch everything and just help out wherever I can.
So if we give you a camera, you can handle it.
That much I could say I could do pretty confidently.
Okay.
Yes. I've done camera work more than anything else.
Oh, wow. We can't wait to text you on that. let me come to Mr. Timothy. Nigeria, testimony. Nigeria at 64, and you are an ICT expert. You design robotics, apps, and the like. So how far do you think we've fared? And in comparing Nigeria with a country, for instance, Indiana, ICT, media, and ICT in general, what is the status of ICT in Nigeria as we celebrate 64?
Thank you very much for the question. I think we've come a long way. I would say we've come a long way from my experience visiting other countries. I think Nigeria is really doing well. We're on track. Of course, things could get better. We could ensure that we fast track some of these innovations we are currently on. And I think what we also need to start looking at is there's synergy between the federal government and the state government, of course, and then at the local level, to be able to harmonize some of these fantastic ideas and innovations that we currently have in our country. But speaking particularly for Delta State, I also think His Excellency is doing impressively well. He has, supported the Ministry of Science and Technology through various laudable initiatives. We recently concluded a STEM workshop for teachers in Delta State, and that alone shows that Delta State is on track, and I hope we'll be able to sustain that tempo, and I believe that in no distant time we would achieve some of the laudable feats that we have in other developed countries.
Okay, just quickly, testimony. You are the founder of Robotics for Kids. We know it's not cheap driving the process of robotics. So how can it be affordable? Most especially the age where we are now, the scientific age. Can you make it affordable quickly?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Yeah, it's one of the challenges we've faced, considering the probably huge costs are involved in training persons on robotics and STEM. And that's why I think we were supported on, for this program by the U.S. Department of State to be able to have someone like Chad Heffley with his wealth of experience to be able to have like a train the trainers program. The schools in Delta States needs this. And one of the ways to be able to assess the kids in Delta State is to train the teachers who would in turn train the kids. And that's why we feel we'll be able to achieve a whole lot more. So as much as, yes, it has huge cost in training some of the students, we believe that with concerted efforts, having these teachers undergo this training regularly, I think it will be it will go a long way in helping us to realize some of these things. And of course, some of these challenges can be resolved that way.
Okay, now that we're celebrating Nigeria 64, ICT, what do you think are the impact? What will be the impact of? What are the impacts of ICT in the Nigeria economy?
Technology generally, information and communication technology generally has a huge impact on every nation's economy. No nation can develop without the aspect of technology. It's important. It cannot be overemphasized. So, and that is why I believe that every serious government who wants development both at the local level and socio-economic aspect of whatever community, technology has a very crucial role to play. And that's why everybody's hands should be on deck to see how to either learn these skills or have one way or the other you're impacting these skills directly into the society. And that's why I think we try to look into the next generation, because somehow a lot of persons complain that technology is difficult to learn, and that's why we're looking at kids coming into some of these things. So I think that's very crucial. Technology is here to stay. Some persons will say technology is the new oil. You know, Delta State is known for its oil. So people will tell you that technology is the new oil. So it's high time we start keying into the new oil so that we can lift our states to greater heights.
All right, quickly, just before I let you go, for what of time, because we need to cut this cake together. Mr. Charles Heffley, as a technology expert, just recently, the world just came back from the United Nations General Assembly. The AI, that's artificial intelligence, was a major of that discussion. So how do you intend to bring all this to bear in partnership with Mr. Testimony quickly?
What Testimony was talking about, the importance of technology and teaching it to the young. You have an incredibly youthful population here that are coming up, and these are your leaders that are coming in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So these are your leaders, and learning technology, it snowballs, right? The more you learn, the more you can do, and the more you can learn, and it keeps going. So when we were doing the seminar, we talked about AI for a bit. What are some of its uses and what are some of its shortfalls? Because it's not perfect, right? It's I equate it to a great research assistant. You know, somebody that can really help you do your job, but it cannot replace you. It cannot take the place of a human right now. So be careful with it.
It cannot.
Not right now.
Okay. Why is that? Why is that?
So AI is fake, right? It doesn't really think. It just pretends to think. You know, it's the interface. And so it's supposed to act like it's human. It's supposed to learn from experience, from things that you type in, from what it can find on the internet. But it doesn't think like a person right now. Right. It's not real intelligence. And so there are things that it can do well, like, hey, help me find this information. Yeah. And it can find that information for you. Yeah. It can help us drive our cars, without having to be the ones to drive it. There are a lot of things that it can do, but it's still not a person. And so that's important to remember, that it has its limitations.
Okay.
All right, we'd like to thank you so much, Mr. Charles Heffley, for what of time, and we do hope that whenever I come back to Nigeria again, hopefully shortly, you would always feel free to come around. I would like to thank you so much, Mr. Charles Heffley, technology expert from the University of Notre Dame, Indiana, United States. And of course, Timothy Ashagu, founder of Robotics for Kids Africa. Thank you so much for making the Independence Day celebration once in a while. So on that note, we'll do the cutting of the cake. We'd like to invite all those who've made this event possible.
Yes,
Francis Prince, where are you? Please, we need you quickly. Please, can somebody just assist us to get the very last
guest.
The guest who came in. Francis, you walk into the set. We have less than
yes, so
2
it's
minutes.
celebration. I guess we're going to stand.
Yes, we're going to stand
to
doing all
do
of this together, celebrating Nigeria
at
64, which is quite worth celebrating, if you ask me. Okay. So we'll just, we're privileged to have the gentlemen with us. Francis, you can join the crew.
All right.
Because the close of that.
Mr. Paulson, are you here?
I want to sit down so that I could be properly seen.
We need you to capture this. Mr. Paulson, please.
All right.
Mr. Paulson.
Oh, my head is being
Independence Day thing too.
Okay.
Give him.
All right. It's okay. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so.
Yeah, so Francis, you just do the toast quickly.
All right. I came specifically for this, so to cut the cake.
Yes.
Nigeria is a great country. So we have a brother outside the country here in Nigeria for the first time. Welcome to Nigeria.
Thank you.
I knew you had a wonderful time on that conversation this morning. What was the sweetest thing about Nigeria?
The sweetest thing about Nigeria, it really has been feeling like I'm taken care of. Like having good
we're very receptive and hospitable people.
Yes.
That's the Nigerian
Very
spirit.
friendly.
That's the Nigerian
And I hope you enjoyed our food.
Yes.
This morning, you're going to enjoy our cake. Later on, when the show is done.
Look at our cake. You can see our
You're going to enjoy our cake later
our
on, after the show is done.
Yeah.
So we are 64 today, and Nigeria hasn't been in this particular state for a long time, but we are getting better. The presidential speech said that things are going to get better. Right here on Delta Television, we believe that things will get better if we all put our hands together and make this country work. One thing is acceptable all over the world. Nigerians are resilient people, intelligent people, and we are people who know how to get results no matter the circumstances involved. And that's how we are. So, Nigeria is 64, and we must celebrate this country. So I'm going to do what I do around children's birthdays and say, hip, 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 hooray!
So let's cut the cake, please.
Hooray! Can't wait, the 10th time. Hip, 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 hooray! All right, so on the channel will do the honors and cut the cake.
Okay, so
And
we'll put our
then
hands
place
together.
our hands.
okay.
Our hands will
So we'll spell Nigeria.
Nigeria. Congratulations.
Actually, this is where we draw the curtains for today on Monday Night Independence Day special. Kudos to our producers who've actually made this the while. And the captain of the team on the way here, we would like to say kudos to you. And of course, our indefatigable general manager, Mrs. Christine Jumaba Emechilu. And you're just simply the best. And to the entire production crew of Faith Orogopo, and of course, Paulson, Ida, Uche, you've been very, very good.
Ufoma Olojoba,
the presentation director. Until we come your way again next year, hopefully, on a Tuesday like this. My name is Onometano.
Ifio Sitalongwa is my name.
And Francis Ofule is also my name. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
As a people with one song, with one voice, we're a nation undivided and poised. We will take us down to defend what